This video is going to be about how KDP is actually paying for my car payment, and it has been paying for my car payment for at least a few months. So I figured it was time to do a video on this, show you my royalties, and give you some tips or tricks as to how you can do this for yourself. So I'm going to be going back and forth between my YouTube channel and my dashboard because this did not happen overnight. So let's just get right into it. Let's go ahead and go to Royalties Estimator. I'm going to have to change it to lifetime, so you will get a sneak peek of how this month is currently going, but that's okay. I also try to post shorts on that, so you guys probably have an idea of that already. So let's go to lifetime. And my car payment is $207 a month. And I know that is probably cheaper than what most people's car payments are, but the reason it's so low is because I have a really good interest rate and it's also not a brand new car. I got it for like I think 12 to 14,000. I forget exactly how much it was. So I didn't really have that big of a loan to take out comparative to like a brand new car or $40,000 loan. So that's also why, and I think it's a 5-year loan potentially, so it is spread out. And my insurance each month, it's been varying. It normally was like $100 a month, but now it's actually $50 a month currently. So it's about $260 almost a month to fully pay for my car. But my car payment alone is $207 and then some change. So let me just scroll down here so you can see. I'm not going to hover over the lines because if I do, then it's going to reveal all of my books. But you can see the lines on the left-hand side, like the little chart here. And we can just kind of guess. So I got to $200 in July of 2020, and then I was at around 160 up until November, and then in January I got above 200, so I'm at like 260, and then for February I was at about 260 or 70 again. I think I was at 279. And then for March so far, we're at like $107. So I made 204, I believe it was in July, and then the last 2 months I made over 250. And then before that, around the 160 mark. So my car payment is 207, so it's been fully paid for the last 2 months, even with taking out my expenses like Canva. I almost paid for it in July with 204, and then I've been pretty close the rest of the time. So it is paying for my car payment right now, and it has been for the past 2 months, and I'm just super, super thankful for that. But see how long it took me to get here? So I started in December 2021, and it's pretty obvious to see the lines here, like how drastic they are. I wasn't even making $50. Like my first, let me count how many there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My first 7 months, I didn't even make over $50 with KDP. So imagine if I had just given up then, I never would have the months that I have now. So moving on, like looking at my channel here, I've been posting videos for a long time. Well, it might not be a long time to some, but to me it feels like a long time. And I have over 100 videos here. I think I may be even over 200. I'm not sure, that probably includes shorts, but I've been posting for such a long time. And my very first video, we'll get there, is actually my very first income report with KDP. So if you go ahead and look at my previous playlists and all my income playlists, you'll see that I have not been making that much money with KDP. I mean, still, to some people, $207 probably isn't a lot. But to me, like, that's my car payment. Okay, and if I make over that, that pays for the insurance. Like, that's pretty much getting my full car payment and insurance paid for. Like, to me, that is huge. Someone who doesn't make a lot of income, that is a lot. So I'm going to kind of explain how I think I came to this. So I'm going to try to keep this video shorter, but in case you want to hear these tips and tricks, then definitely listen to the whole video. So first of all, where you see this spike in June and July, that is because I bought the Passive Income Accelerator program. And what that is, it's a program put on by Passive Income Templates. And it's really amazing. It's pretty much like a course, or it is a course, but it's really good, I think, for beginners, and that truly helped me develop my books better, find better niches, and do keywords. So that is what transformed my business in June and July, and I ended up finding a new niche that I actually seem to have a lot of success in, and that is going to be scrapbook paper. And I also have been starting to sell other books, like some coloring books have sold, some notebooks. Um, I'm not sure if I had other activity. I did have a new activity book has been starting to sell, which is great, but I learned how to do that book from the Rachel Harrison Sun course. In regards to ads, because I always get asked about ads, I don't really run ads. I've spent less than $10 total. I'm pretty sure it's less than $10 total on ads ever, and I just struggle with them. So, I don't really have the money, time, or resources to really deep dive into ads, so I just don't do them. I also really want my books to sell organically because at some point I want KDP to kind of run itself. Like I want to just have the passive income coming in every month, which it was doing that last year for those few months I was at 160. I really wasn't doing anything. And I don't want to have to worry about ads and constantly checking them and things like that. And I think they're great, or they can be great, but they're just like not for me right now. So I don't really run ads. So 99% of all these sales are organic. I think I've only had maybe 2 or 3 sales ever from ads, and that's about it. So that is something that I'm really happy about because I want this to run itself. So finding a great niche and keywords are probably the main things that help me with the channel because I thought I knew what I was doing before and I was on the right path, but I just needed some additional help. So the Rachel Harrison Sun program I think is better for more intermediate to advanced KDPers. I definitely would start with passive income templates course as a beginner, and I'm glad I started with that. And now moving on to Rachel's, I feel I have a lot better chance of understanding the material now that I know more. I'm still not through the whole program. There is so much information. Like the passive income one, it took me a few days to get through, but Rachel's is just going to take me a lot longer. She just has more videos and more content. So that is one tip, is to just look into courses. Honestly, I guess that's the tip. I know not everyone has the money for courses, so the alternative to that is watching YouTube videos, which you're probably doing right now. So that would be watching YouTubers like my channel, obviously, but also like Rachel Harrison Sund has a channel, Passive Income Templates, Paul Marles. Let's see, there's a bunch of different channels out there. Sarah Larson is a great one. Jenny Hansen Lane. There's so many KDPers out there. And I really love the ones especially that show their income reports and be transparent about their journey. So that's what I try to do because I know that people want to actually see the results. So there's that tip. Trying new things. Like if you aren't having success in your niche, then try something new. And honestly, getting to this point just took time and effort. It took me it's been since December 2021. So it's been well over a year. Well, let's see. It's been about a year and 4 months for me to get to this point. And I have had a few months where I have had it paid, but just give yourself time. Like I have 243 books and most of those don't sell, and most of them are composition notebooks that will probably never sell because I was learning. But you just need to keep trying. Honestly, just keep trying, keep working at it, finding niches that you're passionate about, that you feel you can make a great book in. And the biggest thing for me of what really helped my sales was learning niches and keywords. And I feel like I still don't really know them super well, and I still am trying to learn. But getting into the right niche and finding the right keywords has been a game changer for my business. And also, I upped my pricing. So I was only giving myself like $1 to $2 royalty per book. And now I'm more in the $2 to $4 range because then you don't have to sell so many. You could sell 2 books at $4 and make $8. Or you could sell 2 books at $1 and make $2. Like you'd have to sell 4 times more the amount of books in order to make the same $8. So something else to think about is adjusting your pricing and figuring out what works for you. I'm constantly looking at my pricing and changing it and trying to figure out what is best because I want to make sales, but at the same time, I don't want to have to sell so many when I could just up the price and sell a lot less to make the same amount of money. So that's another tip for you, is kind of just looking at your pricing. I mean, there's so many things with KDP I could just keep rambling on about. So I'm probably going to end the video here because I really just wanted to show that it is possible to pay your car payment with KDP. KDP has been paying my car payment for the past 2 months, and I'm super, super thankful for that, and I hope that it continues. I mean, at some point, I want this to pay for my rent, and I want this to pay for my groceries and my gas, and I want KDP to be passive and have enough money where it just pays all my bills every month, and I don't have to worry about that. And I know KDP fluctuates, but I feel normally there is like a baseline, and I'm hoping to get that baseline up to at least $1,000 to pay a majority of my bills, but my ultimate goal is $2,000 because that would basically almost replace my full-time income, and that would just be incredible. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you gained some sort of tips and tricks from this, and if you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comments below, and I really, really appreciate everybody's support so much. So thank you for watching and listening to this video, and I hope that you have a great day.